let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Wavy.
Wavy, how old are you?
42.
42, okay, where are you from?
Supposedly 42.
What is this?
What's supposed to be?
Well, so the way I feel, and when I look in the mirror, respectfully, I don't feel like I'm 42.
Okay, so you feel
But
younger?
I feel like I'm about in that approaching 32,
Okay.
31 in my body, so.
Okay, got it. But your documents say 42.
Facts,
Okay,
yes.
okay, good. And where are you from?
Ohio.
Ohio, alrighty. And what do you do?
So I'm the founder, chief creative director, and logistics operator for Splash Society Inc. It's a company that specializes in advertising, marketing, brand content, content creation, business entity formation, and thankfully I'm a first generation self-published author. My first book I put out is called You're Not High Enough, 7 Major Keys to Succeed. So Amazon, Google it, Wavy Lee, look it up.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another reaction to the Fine Love or Pop the Balloon or whatever it's called. I forgot the title. What we are here to react to another video, and we are reacting to episode 91 or episode 90. I don't know which is which, but I'll make sure to leave the link to the original video in the description below, so you can follow through to that if you want to watch the whole of the show. So today I'm here to react to just about 2 of the guys coming on because I don't have time to go through everything. What I'll do is I'll try to react to at least 2, and next week react to another 2, and so on until we finish the whole hour, because I can't sit down and do that. I work a regular 9 to 5 job, so that's why for the past month I haven't been able to upload. I'm sorry for that, and I'm going to make it a point that every week there will be at least 1 upload out there for you to enjoy. So without wasting my time, let's hop straight into the video.
All right. And now, what are some things like to do for fun?
For fun, so I like to be in the gym. Definitely like to exercise my faith, getting my word, praying. Definitely about that. That's my anchor. God is the foundation of my life. If it wasn't for him, I just wouldn't even be who I am today. Aside from that, I'm definitely into anything creative, outdoor.
I don't want to cut him short here, but I really like it when I see a guy whose faith or whose life is rooted in the religion. Like he really believes in God, he prays, he fasts, he goes to church. I really appreciate to see that, because as a family or as a whole, the man is supposed to lead. And you just don't lead by being masculine, you don't just lead by being the breadwinner, you don't just lead by that. You also lead by being the spiritual head. So you gather your family, let's have a devotion every morning, let's go to church, let's go to this. So if as a man, you don't do all this, then your relationship, one way or the other, is set up to fail. That's just my view from being a Christian. I believe in being religious, and that's a good point for him. Another thing I noticed is, I realize this crowd, the ladies are less broad today. It's much more or less like an older audience. So when he said he's 42 and someone popped, I was really shocked. Because older audience, I don't know if you want younger guys, or I just don't understand the dynamics here.
See, I'm a mixed bag, so I'm like an ambivert, which means I'm an extrovert, introvert, so I can be indoor, outdoor, spontaneous. I just love to explore, do things differently, and just enjoy life.
Okay. So what are some things you look for in a woman?
I look for a woman, as I've learned now in life, someone that won't be a stumbling block to my discipline. A woman that won't hinder my routine, meaning that we on the same wave as far as her structure, her discipline, what her routine is. I'm also not about arguments. I don't really vibe with a contentious woman, someone that is able to be led because I'm following Christ. So that way she can trust that confidence that God is leading me.
Facts.
She will have that same confidence in following me. Really just like Proverbs 31 type vibe, for real.
Okay.
That's just the image.
All right. And what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers is one whose mind isn't open to bettering themselves. Definitely someone that has to be emotionally, spiritually, and mentally secure. A woman that knows herself, what her intentions is, and then has purpose, vision for herself. And just a deal breaker would be also just not up for adapting to anything that could change.
Okay. All right. So we did get some Papa Love.
That's a very solid deal breaker. Because as a man, or just as a person living in this crazy world, you know how within a stretch of a button, everything can just change, everything can just vanish, your situation can just change. So if you have a woman by your side who is not easily adaptable, who really doesn't want to adapt when the situation changes. Let's say we get together, I'm a multi-millionaire guy, I have these houses, I have these mansions, I have these cars, we live this good lifestyle. And out of all of the sudden, we lose it. Or we are at the verge of losing it. So I decide that, oh, let's cut down on this, let's sell this, let's do this, be able to get away from that. And you're not ready to adapt to the new lifestyle we have. That will cause a problem. So being a man, one of your deal breakers should, I think, I agree with him, should be able to look for a woman who can adapt to situations as and when it arises.
Oops. So head down over there and see why they ended up popping. We'll start here first. Your name and age.
Kelly, 37.
And Kelly, what do you do?
I'm an account executive in the waste industry.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, he's handsome, beautiful smile. I love your style, I love your hair. It's just not the height. I'm probably a little bit taller than you with my heels off, and I'm one of those women I really like to look a man, like be able to look up to a man and not down. So that's the only reason.
So I gotta put that on the prayer list. Lord, we need some.
Little knee extension.
Little knee
I was just
extension.
kidding, y'all.
Okay. And she's someone that's your type.
Yes, she's gorgeous. I love the green, complements her skin. I was already kind of sensing we was on the same wave with the height, so I respect it for sure. You're beautiful though, and God has a purpose of playing for a man for you too.
I receive that. Thank you.
So done this thing. All right, your name and age.
Hi, my name is Akila and I'm 42.
And Akila, what do you do?
And I'm a sales manager.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I initially popped my balloon just because of his attire. I didn't quite like the tennis shoes. Everything else was fine, but I really didn't like the shoes. But then I heard you talking, and I liked what you said, and you are very handsome, but I didn't like the tennis shoes.
These ladies, as and when they speak, I just get to know why they are on these shows. I'm not being rude or anything, but we've come to a dating show to find love, in quotes, to find love and all that. And your deal breaker, one, I don't understand why they always say, I want to look up to a man. Come on, if Kevin Hart was the one to be on this show looking for love, would you pop his balloon because you think he's short? You wouldn't. Come on, you wouldn't. So I just don't understand why girls disqualify men because, oh, they are short, they are short. That's just for the girl in green. Now for the girl in orange, you are talking about an outfit. An outfit can easily be changed. You don't like his tennis shoes, next time tell him, oh, wear a loafers, wear a church shoe, wear a business. It can be changed. So you have to listen to what the guy is saying, you have to more or less feel his vibe, if he's caring, he's loving, he's protective, he's this and this and that, all the really needed qualities. You need to check that out. Outfit can be changed, hairstyle can be changed, even teeth can be changed. So I don't know why he will pop a balloon because of the shoe he's wearing. It just doesn't make sense. You lose out on good men out there.
I don't know what they are. They could be
I mean,
expensive, but I don't know.
so the green, I try to keep stuff like, matching it, but I get it. I mean, it's your taste or nothing. So I respect it, appreciate it.
And is she someone that's your type?
Yes, she's gorgeous. Again, she came dressed, prepared, well spoken, so for sure.
And done this way, your name and age.
Valerie, 40.
Valerie, what do you do?
I'm a cosmetologist.
Nice. And when did you end up popping your balloon?
Initially just the nose ring. You're very handsome. I love your smile. As I got to hear more about you, I was like, okay, like here.
All right, and is she someone that's your type?
Yes, she is. I don't really have a type for real. When I say preference, it's not necessarily like what it is about her individually. It's just the person. So to me, everyone is someone of a type, if that makes sense. I'm so loud.
Now show people the nose ring.
Yeah, so the nose ring, my dad did tell me like one day this nose ring gonna come back and I heard you, so I listened to it. Dang, it's really the nose ring. Crazy.
She started it. Thank you. Let's go down here. Your name and age.
Sade, 37,
And Sade, what do you do?
in HR.
And why did it end up popping your balloon?
Ohio, I feel like it's just a little far. I'm from Seattle, so just looking for something a little bit closer, but I don't see myself living in Ohio. I ain't gonna lie. So,
I ain't saying that I would always say in Ohio.
okay.
I definitely,
I mean, I do like what you've been saying, so that's good.
for sure.
At least to an extent, this reason for popping a balloon makes sense. If I'm to leave, let's say, point A, and you are in a whole different other state, come on. Long distance really doesn't always pan out. It's difficult to make long distance pan out based on the schedule and everything. So this reason is valid for popping a balloon.
And is she someone that's your type?
Yes, I like her outfit, her hair, like it's over the left side. So
Yeah,
she thought about what she was doing. Nice
Thank
smile,
you. Thank you.
for sure.
All right, let's head back this way. We did get a few more pops. If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Rashita with a T. I'm 44.
And Rashita, what do you do?
I'm a family nurse practitioner.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
You know, I was really rooting for you. I wanted to give you a chance. I didn't want to just initially pop. You seem like an amazing person. I was just more so getting like a friend vibe, and like we would be really cool, like one of my best friends. So that's why I popped.
Okay.
But I love the fit. I love a man who knows how to be artistic in his fashion. I love fashion, so.
Respect, thank you.
And is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she is.
I think I'm not the only one who have heard this, but I've heard sayings that goes that you need to marry or your partner needs to be someone who is your friend, your best friend, someone you can confide in, more or less like someone you can relate to. So if you are getting out of the fact that you just met the person, you're getting a really strong bond to the extent of a best friend vibe from the person, it means the person you can be comfortable around. And isn't that a quality you need to look for in a man? Your partner you're going to be with for the rest of your life, someone you are comfortable with. Because for a fact, best friends, sometimes you're even comfortable with your best friends far more than your siblings. So if you're getting a best friend vibe from a partner, potential partner, I think it's a good trait, or am I just being delusional?
Professional, well spoken as well. Love the hair, so definitely. And I thank you for the compliment too.
You're welcome.
So it's still a win. Still a win.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, let's go over here. Your name and age.
Alex, 37.
Alex, what do you do?
I'm a safety manager.
So why did you end up popping your balloon?
Our outfit, we would, yeah, I know, yeah. I wanted to give you a chance to speak, and I really appreciate everything that you said. Like, everything that you said is something that like really spoke to me, and your spirit is great. It wasn't the nose ring, I promise. I have one, so it's
Cool.
not that. For me, it's just maybe the height a little bit. Like, I know I'm not super tall, but I feel like we're kind of shoulder to shoulder almost.
Yeah.
If these women don't take care, they'll end up being alone. You started off saying that you resonated with everything he said, his spirituality, whatever he said is something you are looking for in a partner, and all this good stuff. But your deal breaker was because he's a bit shorter than you. He's not even shorter than you. You are in heels and he's taller than you, but you want an NBA 6'6" dude. Or these superficial features or things women are looking for in their partner are the little percentage of people around. So if they don't keep switching up looking for good traits, being a good person in general, and stop looking for his shoe is not nice, he's not tall enough, his earring is fake, these women will end up alone. Because almost everyone on this platform, the ladies on this platform, are at least 40 years old or 35. And you are still going on a dating show looking for love. And you've met a good guy who is religious, believes in God, a family person, he's down to earth, he will take care of you, he will treat you right, he will protect you, all these good traits. But just because he's a bit shorter or just because his shoes look like a running shoe, you're not going for him. That's just crazy. That's just crazy.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah. So, no, but yeah, that's really it.
No, I'll take that. You know, just something like I said, we're gonna pray for longer knees.
Longer legs, yeah.
Leg extensions.
Yeah, but you look great. Like, your style is great, your spirit is great. So you're gonna find someone for you.
Praise God, I appreciate it. For sure.
And is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, That's beautiful. And like she said, definitely would be able to compliment if she was just a little bit shorter. You know, but all good. Thank
I'll
you.
pray for that. No, I'm just
Thank you. Oh, okay. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Jay Nicole. I'm 42.
All right, Jay Nicole, what do you do?
I'm an actor on Broadway, TV, and film.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
You know what? I love everything you're saying. You're very handsome. I do like your outfit. I was loving everything you were saying. It's an energy thing. I was waiting to just energetically feel you out, and
I got you.
yeah,
Now that makes sense.
You want to have more energy or like, what is it?
energetic match. I just didn't feel drawn to him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, magnetized to
Yeah.
attract.
And now is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, and I really respect what you said too, because no one's here, at least from what we can sense, is here to waste time. So you don't want to outpace God and prematurely off of a first glimmer or how things look, and then alignment doesn't really match. And I could see what you mean by like energy wise. Not saying that we wouldn't be able to coexist, but there might be something that's need to be more fulfilled for her that my energy or just things about me don't necessarily provide. And I definitely could understand that for sure.
Again, this is a very matured woman speaking. Her point she made for the reason why she popped the balloon also makes sense, just like the HR person. Again, you're going to be with this partner you're looking for the rest of your life. And you need to be attracted to the person. No matter what they talk, looks doesn't matter, what doesn't matter. Look doesn't matter in perspective. But again, they said beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if this said beholder doesn't find you attractive and she forces it and you get into a relationship, the person will keep on cheating on you because there's this particular thing, this particular feeling she's trying to, get from me, but she's not getting. So let's say she goes to the bar, she goes to the shop, she goes to work, and she gets that just one feeling that she's looking for from a random dude. The dude might not be a good guy, the person doesn't believe in God, that's all that. But just because she has a particular feeling she was expecting to get from whoever she's dealing, she gets from this random dude, she might end up hooking up with a person, cheating on you with that person. So if that attraction is not there initially, I think you must read into that and don't commit fully yet into that relationship, if it makes sense.
All right, so we do some of it. Unpop the balloon down over here. Oh, yeah, it's you. She's looking around like, what is it? We can get your name and age.
Jessica, my age is 36.
And Jessica, what do you do?
I actually work in transportation in New York City.
And so you still have your balloon. Let us know a little more. Why so?
I did. I like his vibe. He seems like he's a creative person. I'm a creative person as well. I do paint in my spare time. I love the tattoos. I love the fit as well. The height was not really an issue for me because I don't really wear heels. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And now is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's nice. She's well spoken, got a nice, calm spirit, demeanor about her. So somebody that I would definitely continue to kind of have a conversation with.
Okay. Well, now's y'all's chance. Get ask each other some questions. Whoever wants to go first.
So like I said, I work in New York, but I live in New Jersey. How would that work out as far as like long distance?
I wouldn't let it be an issue. As long as the maturity is there for us understanding whenever that time could be or could come to connect or, meet up or even talk about future plans, then, you just got to make adjustments. So it's not nothing that I would instantly just reject just because of distance. It's like money. You don't ever let money be a stumbling block for your career or your vision.
Right.
Same type of deal.
And then you mentioned too, aspects of Proverbs 31 woman. Do you go to church or what's your Christian? Well, what's your religion?
So it's non-denominational. I'm just a believer in Christ.
Oh.
Like I just follow the Lord. Like that's what this tattoo is. Not even a tattoo. It's glorious ink is what I call it.
Okay.
And it's Ephesians 2. And when I really committed and gave my life to the Lord, the first verse of Ephesians 2 is, "And you were dead in your trespasses."
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I then realized all this time that I've been living in, the way I've been living, I never really was alive.
Right.
And then just the rest of the verse is just talking about God's richness and mercy and how He has made me alive again in Christ. So that it,
Come on. So you are telling me this kind of man, this kind of individual gentleman here, you are going to pass up on him because of his shoe, or because he's a bit shorter, or because his outfit is not your style, or because his hairstyle is not something you want. You're going to pass up on all these good qualities because of superficial things. And these are not even the youth. These are 40-year-old women. So imagine our youth, those in their early 20s, mid-20s. Imagine what they'll be looking for in men. They'll be looking for a man with at least 2 mansions and a Lamborghini. Someone who makes at least $1 million a year. If women don't set their priorities straight, they are going to end up single. Look at the only one with the balloon popped out. Amongst all of them, she is, what's the word? Her outfit is not revealing. Her skirts, I don't know whatever to call her down things she's wearing. It goes from her waist down to her leg. You can't even see the shoes she's wearing. See how calm she is. So you can even feel the submissiveness or the feminine energy in her posture, how she speaks, that being in a relationship with this kind of woman alone is good enough. I just approve of this match. And women should take notes. Don't let good men go because of what society thinks or superficial things that can be changed, or just doesn't make sense. I just don't know how to put this, but don't let good men go.
is why that's the really real foundation. So I'm not just one of those who come here and just saying it on the surface. Like, my life is anchored in the Lord. So when it comes to not just being a hearer of the word, but a doer, and leading by example, and that's my biggest goal, to be a reflection of Christ. Even if it's to encourage you, your validation, your love, your acceptance, if you embrace that that's from God alone first and not by man and who picks and pops, that's where your real identity is at. And same for me. So if that don't say enough about God, definitely a man of faith. And just one other thing with the Proverbs 31, if my pursuit is following Christ and that initial genuineness, then that means that I'm also making sure that I'm being His groom, as God is grooming me to be the man of God for Proverbs 31, because you just can't ask for it and then not be the man that she needs you to be too. So
Absolutely.
we can pass the plate, y'all.
So she asked a couple questions. Do you have any for her?
Well, I had a lot of questions for y'all, but y'all dodged them. But no, I guess so. I had 4. I was talking to BM about it. Am I allowed to say that? Okay. So I was talking to BM about. I was just asking what you asked me about the Proverbs 31. So in your faith in your spiritual life, your convictions, is that more personal? Is it developing?
No, I actually grew up in church since I was 3 years old, Pentecostal. So it was like more of like a strict denomination as far as like, denominations go. I'm leaning towards more so the importance of having a relationship with God instead of just practicing religion, but yeah, as I did recently just move to New Jersey, so I'm looking for like a home church so that I can be more steadfast in, rekindling that relationship regularly.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I've said enough, so that's a good question. Yeah, and nice answer.
Okay, let's bring you up here with us. Let's all come on up here. All right. Do you guys have any final questions for each other, whether it's kids, whatever, maybe, if that's something you guys want to know?
Did you have any kids?
Yes, I do.
How many?
4.
What are the ages?
My kids grown. So I have a 22-year-old, a 20-year-old, 18, and one that's 17 that's about to be 18. So I got busy a little early.
Right.
But my relationship, I do have 2 kids' moms, because I respect them. They're not my baby mamas. They're my kids, the kids of my mother. I mean, the mother of my kids.
The case of my mother is crazy.
Solid relationship, nothing messy, anything like that. So